Well, I just got a call, and it seems the company we bought this from is going to send us a wiring diagram, they said. They say they're going to send one, which today's Thursday. Maybe it'll be here Friday. Who knows? In the meantime, I've gone ahead and got all this stuff. I'm breadboarding it all down in here. And we're just, well, now what do? Do we wait and see what their wiring diagram says? Or do we just go ahead and start wiring stuff up willy-nilly? In the meantime, I thought I'd talk a little bit about how good the old days were. This is the Hyper 9 motor, sold by NetGain. And what a great setup. The only problem with it is it's not super powerful. It's pretty powerful, but it's not super powerful. And the other thing that happened that was disappointing is that they used to make them with two shafts, like that right there. But they stopped for some reason making the two shafts, so you can only run one motor. And yeah, it did have, this is the two motor setup. That's the plug right there. That was everything you needed. And boy, does that look simple today. Oh my God, one plug, you plug it in, you plug your computer in, and you do a little programming, and you could set all kinds of things. And it was wonderful. It was a wonderful motor, but it wasn't powerful. And then we go back a little further in time, and we had Zilla. Look at this box of Zilla hairballs I got from the old days. And this was so simple to hook up. Look, you had your chassis ground, 12-volt lights, key input, and start input. Those two could be hooked together. It engaged the contactor, and then the throttle box right there, and that was it. And if you wanted, you could hook up 12 volts to the reverse input and get a low, slow reverse. And you could also hook up your check engine light and a battery. Oh, he had some options. You could, if you wanted to. Now, you didn't have to do this, which was nice, but you could have an engine light come on, to tell you had an error, and you could have a low voltage battery light come on. And you also had a tach output. It would run the tachometer if you put your tachometer in. You up here, you put your tachometer in. Come on and focus. So your ground signal, and it was set up for two motors, and they're 14 out, and that would be your tachometer. So very easy to hook up. And if you wanted to go crazy and hook two motors up, then you'd have this one right here. And this thing would actually switch the motors from series to parallel to give you super power for those people that like to race. And racing used to be a big thing with electric cars. Boy, did we have fun racing electric cars. But that was back in the lead acid days. Now everything has changed. And now we have, well, I'm thinking that it's just me. Oh, here's what we had before the Zilla, was the Curtis controller. And it basically, you had your big wires, you had a throttle wire, two throttle wires, and a key switch on. And that was so simple to hook up, simple as a golf buggy. And this was another series motor controller by Evenetics. And oh my God, look how simple to hook up. 3 wires for the throttle, a key switch wire, and a ground wire. Oh, glory be. And then 2 wires here. Now you could hook up a tachometer, a rev sensor, so it wouldn't over rev. And that's the old brush motor. And people just, it's almost like, why did we get away from this? What happened to this series brush motor that was so simple for people to hook up? Just run 2 wires down to there. Sheesh, if you could, we're talking about, maybe 10 minutes. Well, of course, you got to mount that throttle. Yeah, that's not so easy. Oh, life was so easy back then. Why? Why did we make it what we did? What was it about our society and our world that just took what was simple and easy and make it into something so complicated that here I am days later? And they did thank me for my patience. They said, "Thank you, Mr. Clun, for being so patient with us." They don't understand that I don't have any choice. I do have a choice. And my choice is well, we don't know how long we'll keep on with this. We might keep on another week, maybe 2 weeks. The other thing is that, my daughter's running she owns the business now, and this is costing her a lot of money because the customer's not paying for this for sure. He just wants his car to go. So the other thought is we'll monkey around with these people a little longer. We'll keep on playing with them, I guess, because we don't have anything else, maybe for another week. And then we take all this out and we put in 2 series brush motors, and I put in an old brush. I got an Evenetics controller. We'll go DC with a brush. It's either that or the other option is I have been talking to some Chinese people, and they seem to be very eager to sell us motors. I'm going to have them watch these videos so they understand how much trouble we're having here in America getting a motor to go. Now, I did get the Golden motor. If you look back on some of our things, I bought the Golden motor, which was Chinese. And what a wonderful motor it was. It came with all the different plugs, and you just plugged in. You couldn't plug it in wrong because all the plugs were different. And every plug was there. You just plugged them in, and it was we did that in that Jolly conversion. And that was a wonderful experience. And it was pretty cheap, too, about half the price. So, yeah, we will keep on. I don't have any choice.